You won't believe what happens at the end of this strike, so keep listening. At exactly 3:47 a.m. on June 26, 2025, a Russian S-400 radar dish scans the Crimean skies, emitting enough electromagnetic energy to roast a turkey 10 kilometers away. But in just 15 minutes, that same radar and the entire S-400 air defense battery it's connected to will become nothing more than a $500 million paperweight, courtesy of 17 Ukrainian drones. Leading the swarm is a Beaver drone, airborne for over 2 hours and guzzling fuel at 12 liters per hour. It has 19 minutes left, 2 to destroy the target, 2 as a buffer, and absolutely no room for error. Flying low at just 50 meters, the swarm spreads across a 3-kilometer front. At this altitude, Earth's curvature creates a radar horizon of only 25 kilometers, rendering the Russian radar virtually blind, like sneaking behind a couch. As long as the drones stay low, they're invisible. Despite the S-400's ability to track ballistic missiles in space, it can't see through dirt, and physics doesn't negotiate. Behind the Beavers, 10 AQ-400 Scythe drones hold their positions, little more than plywood boxes with wings, made in former kitchen cabinet factories. Each one costs just $15,000 plus $30,000 for guidance systems. The math is staggering. $425,000 worth of drones are about to attack a system worth $500 million. And that's if they can even get there. Crimea has been a GPS nightmare since 2022. Each drone relies on a $12 GPS chip, plus accelerometers, gyroscopes, and most importantly, optical navigation. Comparing terrain to satellite imagery, Russia can't jam. At 4:15 a.m., the swarm executes its dispersal. 7 drones climb to 80 meters, 5 hold 50, and 5 drop to 30. It's a vertical spread designed to overwhelm defenses by forcing operators to split their attention across multiple altitudes. The S-400 battery near Zomkoy runs its overnight routine. The 92N2E Gravestone radar rotates every 12 seconds. The 91N6E Big Bird looks for high-altitude targets. 4 launchers with 16 missiles stand ready, backed up by 2 Pantsir-1 systems for close-range defense. By the numbers, this battery should be untouchable, but reality is about to disagree. At 4:15, a radar operator sees 17 contacts at 32 kilometers. The Pantsir system can engage 3, maybe 4 targets at once, assuming the computer doesn't overheat. But with drones that have radar cross-sections of just 0.05 square meters, the effective engagement range drops to 5 kilometers. From there, it's 104 seconds to impact. Each missile launch needs 2 seconds to lock, 1 second to fire, 6 to 8 seconds to fly, and 2 seconds for assessment. That's 12 seconds per drone. 17 drones times 12 seconds equals 204 seconds, but the defenders only have 98. Meanwhile, the 91N6E Big Bird radar continues spinning, capable of tracking baseball-sized objects at 100 kilometers, but only above 100 meters. These drones at 50 meters might as well be submarines. The S-400 missiles can't fire without radar locks. They're just expensive metal tubes. At 4:25, the drones adjust again, now spread across a 5-kilometer arc. The defenders can't keep up. The Pantsir turrets swing frantically, and both units prepare to fire. Between them, they have 24 missiles and 16 reloads. But against the swarm, they'd need perfect accuracy. They won't get it. Despite being able to track satellites, the S-400 is helpless against 17 drones built in basements and flying lower than treetops. At 4:45, the first missile is fired, but it misses. The operator switches to manual mode and scores 1 hit. 1 down, 16 to go, time remaining 52 seconds, missiles remaining 10. From 85 kilometers away, 2 Su-35S fighters scramble. At 1,900 kilometers per hour, they'll arrive in 8 minutes, just in time to photograph the smoldering crater. 10 seconds later, the second Pantsir joins the fight. 3 more drones are taken down, 14 remain, then the drones dive. Some drop to 20 meters, others maintain altitude, some dive at 30-degree angles. It's chaos. Radar locks break, defenses falter. By 4:46, the Pantsirs are out of missiles. Cannons come online, but they're as useful as trying to shoot a mosquito with a sniper rifle. The S-400 finally gets permission to fire, but without radar locks, the missiles are blind. 2 launch, both miss. $3 million wasted. At 4:47, the Russian crew realizes it's over. 12 drones now sit inside 500 meters, approaching from 7 directions at 3 altitudes. There's no time to respond. The operators watch helplessly, knowing exactly what's about to happen. 1 drone hits the 92N2E radar with a 20-kilogram shaped charge. Ukrainian engineers designed it with perfect precision, standoff distance, cone angle, explosive composition. A copper liner inverts and accelerates to Mach 23, piercing everything in its path. Moments later, a second drone hits the backup radar mid-rotation, targeting its most vulnerable point, the antenna feed horn. The result is total destruction. At 4:48 and 22 seconds, two scythes hit the Big Bird radar from opposite sides. One blast cracks the structure, the next shreds it. A 40-ton antenna collapses like cardboard. Then a launcher is hit, right above its third missile tube. The warhead detonates in the magazine. The missiles ignite, and what was once stable solid propellant burns at 2,800 degrees Celsius. The tube explodes, igniting two more missiles, turning $4.5 million of hardware into fireworks. Seconds later, 3 drones converge on the southern radar. 60 kilograms of explosives rip it apart in sequence. The radar doesn't just fail, it vanishes. A 200-meter radius is covered in debris. At 4:50 and 35 seconds, the Su-35S fighters arrive. Their radar shows nothing. The S-400 is gone. 4 plumes of smoke rise 500 meters into the sky. Secondary explosions continue. The pilots circle once to confirm what they already know. In just over 3 minutes, the S-400 battery that guarded western Crimea for 3 years has been annihilated. 17 drones, cobbled together from lawnmower engines, plywood, and smartphone chips, have exposed a terrifying truth. In the age of modern warfare, it's not budget or size that wins battles, it's ingenuity.